influence on the game the last time they played at home.
Yeah, and so, again, you bring those people in. The other thing we don't know about is, illnesses or injuries that have happened since they played the last time. We haven't really talked to anybody from the Western men team to find out if there's anybody, that way, if something's happening that way. So, yeah, it's just going to be a good matchup. As Coach says, he has to have these 2 wins for them to even be considered, I think, for a bid or at least a placement for a bid to go. And Western's record is not awful.
We will talk more about that. Let's take a 2-minute timeout and come back with more of our Benefits pregame coming up here from the McLaughlin Gymnasium as we get ready for the second half of our doubleheader. The University of Providence welcomes in Montana Western Bulldogs. We're back in 2 minutes right here in KDBM and 1450 AM KQDI. We are moments away from going to our starting lineups and, of course, getting ready to tip this one off, the second half of our doubleheader. In game number 1, the University of Providence fell a little short to the team from Western in that one, as it was the Bulldogs winning 65-46 in that one, a game that really, they jumped out to a 10-point lead and never did look back. There was a big shining moment for Kirsten Pemberton from Belmont, and she had 6 threes in that, but all those coming a little too late into the game, as it wasn't until the second half that she hit those. 18% that UP shot in the first half there. Neither team played extremely well, but UP, when you only shoot 18%, that is going to be a very costly a night with 15 turnovers in that first half.
Well, yeah, and when the first quarter was over, they had only shot 5%, and so, I mean, there's just no way to grab a lead there when you're shooting that percentage.
This one, we will see how it goes. One of the things I was looking at out there is Austin Starr. As we watch him play, he really gets off to a very quick start, and can he finish? That is the key. As down there in Carroll, he had 3 threes in a hurry and then got quiet in the second half, and that's the thing, is how do you keep the momentum going into that second half and keep things rocking and rolling? And so we will see if that comes through. As lots of basketball, of course, tomorrow night will be senior night, and we've got quite a few seniors on this men's team that we'll be honoring. Only one that plays for the women, and then, of course, also it'll be Sid Arendt in there, as she will be represented, one of the seniors as well, as Sid Arendt is from Big Timber, Montana, of course, from up there. Sydney is a senior at 5'7", and, of course, we talked about Tristan Murphy. On the guys' side, now you take a look at this, and we got quite a few of them that are seniors. Jack Taylor's in there, Deshae Williams, Jacob Wetzel, of course, from Great Falls, Jalen Shepard, as well as Austin Starr listed as a senior. So we'll see how it all pans out here. And it is an emotional time for these kids. You do it in high school. Well, you actually do it back in, the junior high level, where you graduate from 8th grade, go to the freshman, which now it's kind of changed a little bit in high school. But then you do it in high school, you get that graduation, then you come at the college level. And it's still emotional for both the kids and the coaches, I think.
Well, and I think college is a little bit tougher because for the majority of kids, it is final. You are done playing basketball. Very few have the opportunity to move on to another level. At least when you're in high school, you know you're going to move on to the collegiate ranks, because they've already been signed by that point.
Well, you certainly hope so. We will see what happens in game number 2. Our starting lineups and the tip-off coming up here in 3 minutes as we honor America the way you should here, as we will salute the flag. The big flag will drop from center court as we get ready for our second game. 3-minute timeout, and we're back with more right here on KDBM and 1450 AM KQDI. It is basketball coming your way on a Friday night as we get ready for the second half of our doubleheader. And let's go to the starting lineups as it goes like this for Western. The Dogs will go this way. It's Cedric Boone, a junior at 6'1" from Minnesota, is in that starting lineup and getting things started here. Tanner Haverfield is in as a redshirt freshman from Dillon. He stands at 6'4". Troy Scott is a senior from Dillon, Montana, 6'4", will play guard and forward. Derek DeRocher, we talked about, from Shoto, Montana, a junior at 5'11", and Copper Kidgel is in as well from Billings. He is a senior. Now for the University of Providence, they will go with Jack Taylor, a senior at 6'3", from Tampa, Florida, as he comes in and ready to get things started here. He had a pretty good game down there in Helena. Here comes one of the three guards we'll talk a lot about tonight. Is Brandon Cotton, a 5'10" junior from Tacoma, Washington. The other guard is from Las Vegas, Nevada at 6'2". Wearing number 11 tonight is Jalen Shepard, and Jalen, of course, is also known as JoJo. The other guard from Las Vegas at 6'3", a senior. Here is Austin Starr, who shoots the ball pretty well from outside and will have to hit some threes and will be asked to play a lot of defense. And then as we talk about the big man that comes in, a freshman, he is here, coming in here from Kalispell, Montana, as Glacier High School represented at 6'7", the freshman. Number 32 is Jackson Hashley, and he has had big games. He's worked hard inside the paint, and Coach Steve Keller says they are going to have to work hard and get it done here. Rajon will come over to toss it. He is the guy that's going to have it ready to rock and roll. Good luck, my friend. Have fun. Appreciate it. He is here. Sean's on one side, Jody on the other. As we get ready to get things started, it is going to be the Argos coming out in their home green and dark blue lettering here for this contest. On the other side, it is going to be the Bulldogs that are in the same uniforms back when Sue went to school there about 4 years ago.
That's right.
Not that long, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
About 4 decades, maybe.
They are black with red and a white trim on that to make them stand out, as it will be the Bulldogs going to the basket to your right-hand side as we tip it off. Jack Taylor, who's got some pretty good hops, will jump it up here. He will go against Troy Scott as we get our second game underway. The ball is coming to center court. They toss it up. Second tip is going to go, and finally it's going to be gathered in from Derek DeRocher, who then will hand it off to the point guard as they go to Boone, takes it to the front court. Boone will look to the man-to-man defense. We get the second half underway here as the University of Providence goes on the defensive ball to start with it. That's the first time. As they do bring it around here, Haverfield will kick it loose, gets it back out to Boone with a couple of dribbles down the left baseline now as they look to hash it, and then it's going to be tipped loose as it's going to be tipped out of bounds. Last touch by one of the Bulldogs apparently. That's where the Argos will get the ball here and come to the possession on the offense for the first time tonight here in front of a nice crowd as we welcome in Wintergrass Range High School. Lob pass goes inside to Hashley. He'll force up the shot. Blocked from behind. He'll get it back, kick it back out. JoJo head and shoulder fake, steps back out. Shepard goes around the perimeter to Cotton. Cotton with a couple dribbles now. Hesitation dribble there. Goes inside the paint, stops, kicks it around the perimeter. As again, Shepard has it, backs it out. Jalen will shoot with 6 to go on the clock. No good. Hashley battles for the rebound. He tips it, keeps it alive. Jackson inside, powers his way to the glass, trying to get a shot away, gives it to Taylor, who'll take the lob up and under, and he's got it for 2.
Nice shot by Jack Taylor. He just kind of worked his way right into the basket there.
Jack Taylor can get up in the air. He is a 6'3" senior from Tampa, Florida, but man, does he have hops in a very, very quick step. Boone for the Bulldogs coming back the other way, fires it inside. Easy layup from Haverfield. The freshman from Dillon's got it for 2. Jackson goes the other way. They quickly get it down to him to Austin. Starr pulls up from 21, got it from outside.
That's the way Austin Starr always starts. 3-pointers right from that corner.
Nailed it from outside as Boone tries to draw the foul at the 15-foot line. Now they'll get it out here. 3-pointer on the way from Scott. His shot off the mark. No good. And the Argos, who can explode at times, will come with the basketball, leading 5-2 here on the Belt Bank scoreboard. It's a shot from Jalen Shepard. Shot no good. Rebounded taken care of by Scott. The Dillon, Montana native quickly gets it down into the hands of Kidgel. And then they'll take the shot out top. Is it 2? No, it is 3 outside from Troy as he hits the trifecta. We're tied at 5.
First 3-pointer for Troy Scott.
Knotted at 5-5 with 17:54 to go here. First half action from the McLaughlin Gymnasium on a Friday night. Sergeant Mrs. Sarge bringing you all the action as Cotton will fire from behind the arc. That shot no good. Jack Taylor breaks open, leaps in the air, and puts it in for 2.
That was a big rebound, Jack Taylor. He just jumped so high that it's incredible.
Argos take the lead back now as they get it 7-5 here on our Belt Bank scoreboard. They'll drop back to the defensive end. Boone will direct traffic at the half-court line as he's got it. Now on the breakaway, 3 on the right corner. Shot is up and over the top, no good. As the long shot from Haverfield's no good. Tanner couldn't get it to go. Austin coming the other way. Shot there is going to be played through on as the shot is missed. Boone comes the other way. on the cross shot. Long three on the way up and in. Downtown is Derek DeRocher. We saw him do that in high school for the Bulldogs in Shoto. He keeps it going on at the college level as he nails that one from outside.
Three-pointer from Derek.
8-7. Bulldogs in front here. Here is a shot the other way. Brandon's shot is up and in. He's got a 15-footer. We'll swap leads with that shot. 9-8 now. Argos in front. 16:48 to go to half. As they come back the other way now. Boone in the backcourt will be picked up by Cotton. Brandon goes face-to-face with him. They'll get it across that 10-second line with 20 seconds to go on the shot clock. They set a pick here. Jack Taylor now will go against Boone. Comes up, closes the gap just a little bit. On the lob pass, goes inside, back out top key. Three on the way from Hoverfield. Rolls around, no good. As Jackson's got the rebound, forces the action quickly down to Starr. Austin pulls up from 20. His shot side the rim, no good. And coming out there with the rebound is going to be the Argos in the front court. As they reset it, Austin Starr jukes and jives, goes to Jackson. Jackson can hit the three. Here's a shot, left that one short. Tipped way back out. It'll go over there to President Tony as Doug Hashley shows a great athletic move to protect everybody.
Well, and I think he was more worried about, Dr. Tony than he was the player there.
Yeah.
I mean, he only has a 18-foot wingspan over there.
Mr. Tony never uncrossed his arms.
No,
he just sat there and he goes and kind of giggled like, thanks for saving me.
Yeah,
He said.
Dr. Tony, I know. That's what I'm saying.
9-8, Argos in front. 16 minutes to go here in our first half. As we roll through our second game tonight, here's a three from DeRocher. Long three on the way. This one's no good. Missed that one and rebounded by Austin. Starr will bring it to that 10-second line. Working to the basket to your left-hand side. They come right in front of us at the broadcast table. Austin goes in. Stop there. Taylor will fire from 21. Boom! Got it from outside.
7 points for Jack Taylor already.
Knocking it down from outside. He's done it from behind the arc and a couple of layups as well. 12-8. Argos in front. 15:29 to go here in our first half. Thank you so much to the Belt Valley Bank in Belt, Montana. For all your financial needs, stop in and say hi to our friends at the Belt Valley Bank. As they come back the other way, it is going to be Hoverfield with a basketball. Turnover here. Jack, he's doing it both ends. Taylor tries to split the defense. Puts it up. He's fouled. It'll go. No. It would have counted if it would have gone. It doesn't. And the camaraderie of the Argos all come down and sprint down and help out Jack Taylor, who's playing very well early in this contest.
Getting ready to check in for the Argos will be Daho after Jack Taylor is finished at the free throw line.
J.F. Daho, a freshman from north of the border, Quebec, Canada, as he comes in here.
First one is good. Checking in for the first time for the Bulldogs will be Connor Burkhart.
Burkhart comes in here with the 5:12 mark. Argos, Jack Taylor at the free throw line. We'll get another one here. As the shot is up and good, he's got that one.
9 points for Jack Taylor.
Makes it a 14-9 lead. Argos in front here. As DeRocher will take it to that division line. And will come around the pick there. Or trying to get around the defender, I should say. And goes over the left-hand side to Boone. Boone fires it down inside to the big man. As the big guys push and shove down there and clearing some room is going to be Burkhart. We talked about him. He's tough. He's from Idaho as he stands at 6'7". So him and Hashley are going to go head-to-head on this one. Daho gets the ball to Starr as Austin will come out here in the man-to-man defense. Now over to Daho. JF kicks it left over to Taylor. Taylor takes the drive on the dish off to Daho. His shot up, rolls around. Nice touch. Up and in for two.
That was a really unselfish pass. 2 points for Daho.
6-point lead for the Argos. 14:25 to go here. Full court press being picked up. Man-to-man defense. Jake Wetzel will check in here at the next dead ball. Here's a long three from Boone. No good. Rebounded and fought for. And was tipped out of bounds by Jackson. And we've got a couple subs coming in.
Jake Wetzel will check in for the Argos. And Jack Taylor is back in. Coming in for the Bulldogs will be Carter Kearns.
Kearns is from Hamilton, Montana.
DeRocher will check out and take a breather there.
Playing as a freshman here is Kearns as they look to get it to him, and then they will throw it inside. A dangerous pass, but Burkhead comes back with it as now they'll go on the drive. Here's a take to the glass, and a blocking foul is going to be called here on Jack Taylor.
That'll be the first foul, I'm sorry.
Against Taylor. Kearns is the one that drives in there. And they say he was trying to shoot, so he'll shoot 2 free throws here.
At the charity stripe is going to be Cooper Kidgel.
So free throws coming up here for him as Cooper's shot is no good. Missed that one. 6-point lead as the Argos are up 16-10.
Kidgel will try for a second one.
Looking to bring it on second free throw here on this Friday night. That is good. Cold night. Didn't get any more snow, but we've got plenty of it here in Great Falls. If you want to take some home with you, please do. As the Argos coming back the other way, up 5, as Jake will go left-hand side. Gets it over to JoJo, who gets a pick, and a tripping foul from Boone. And with that said, we're going to have our first media timeout of the night, and we'll take it with them. A timeout on the floor. The Argos lead it by 5 in our second game. It's 16-11 on the Belt Valley Bank scoreboard. We'll return in 1 minute on KDBM and 1450 AM KQDI. Make sure you go in and thank all of those local sponsors that bring you basketball right here on your respective station, KDBM and KQDI out of Dillon and Great Falls, respectively. 5-point difference here. Jack Taylor will bring it on the inbounds as he looks to pass it on the inbounds with 13:54 to go, 20 seconds to go on the shot clock. As they do get it into the hands of Shepard. Shepard will take a couple dribbles on that right-hand side, gets it back to Jack. Jack Taylor now between the legs dribble, goes to the free throw line, explodes to the glass, goes inside the paint, loses it, and the loose ball is going to be picked up and handled there by Cole Baker from Missoula, who just checked in at the break. And they'll go inside on the give and go, down on that baseline, double team, kick it back out as Baker will fire from 18. His shot is good, long distance 2 on that one.
Cole Baker, his first 2 points.
And it's a 16-13. Shepard will force the shot out front. He's got it for 3.
Shepard, his first points of the contest, and it was 3.
19-13. Argos in front. 13-13 to go here. As the ball out here, top of the key. Holding it there is Kidgel, who then will work on the left-hand side. As Haverfield decides he'd better take a couple dribbles. He does. Tanner on the right side. And a reaching foul here. Daho got him on the arm.
So that foul will be the first foul. That's on Daho.
Foul called against him. Second team foul the first half. Both teams have committed 2, by the way. And so it will be the Western Bulldogs to bring it in, down by 6 on our Belt Valley Bank scoreboard.
Deshae Williams just checked in for the Argos.
And Taylor will go sidelines as they get the shot on the right wing. Here's a shot up and in. Nice little shot from that right side is going to be Kern. Carter's got, he's got a couple there. He knocks that one down. As coming the other way, pass will go around the perimeter. Williams comes in. He'll fire from 3 right away. No good, but then put right back in. On the backside, clearing it is Jalen Shepard. JoJo cleans up the glass for 2.
That was a nice rebound by Shepard.
Cotton will check in with the next step ball here for the Argos. As the Argos up 21-16. Here's a drive going in and tipped from behind, stolen out of there. Argos coming back the other way. As Shepard will give it over here to Williams. Williams thinks about the shot. Goes top of the key. Jake shot rolls around. No good. Missed that one. Underneath is Daho. Has it. Loses it. Goes back over to Jake. Wetzel. Williams. Williams on the right corner. Shoots it. Bounces around. No good. Long rebound coming out. And it's going to be Wetzel. Firing from 21. Got it from outside.
That's what Jake Wetzel is known for, is long threes.
Don't mess around. Don't dribble. Grab the ball and shoot it. The Great Falls Montana High School 6'2 senior for Jake Wetzel's got 3. Argos are up 24-16. 11:47 to go. First half action from this one. As they come back, as the Bulldogs have it with Baker. And now we'll get rid of it over here on this far right side. Kidgel goes inside on the give and go. And a dish, nice up and under. Inside is Burkhart. Connor, boy, at 6'7", he showed pretty good mobility that time.
That was a nice under the back, behind the back, in point.
Jalen Shepard will take the shot here, and that shot's no good. Daho's got the rebound. He'll clean it up. No, couldn't get the shot to go. As the Bulldogs have the basketball, as Williams will save it now, and he's got it. He'll dribble to the basket, takes it hard to the glass, and a foul will be called. As Deshay goes down, he's going to get a hand up here from the boys. And we'll go to the free throw line to shoot here.
That foul will be called on Connor Burkhart. That will be his first. That will be third team foul for the Bulldogs.
Like the determination of Deshay. Williams, a senior from Tampa, Florida, takes it to the glass. Good aggressive move as he'll have a chance to shoot 2 free throws at the 11:08 mark of our first half. Shot rolls around, no good.
Checking in for the Argos is going to be Brandon Cotton, as well as Austin Starr.
I had a chance to talk to Zane Stahl with Wintergrass Range over there, and I says, your dad's reffing, huh? And he goes, that's my uncle.
Okay.
And so I didn't realize it. I thought Jamie and Zane were brothers and sisters, but they weren't.
Okay.
So there you go. As the shot is good from Williams, he'll make that one. As the substitution coming in for Western right now. And coming in, it looks like it is going to be Trey Edwards, a senior from Washington, went to Highline College. He will get the ball on the inbounds. Looks like he'll run the point position here as Cotton picks him up full court pressure. Good down and dirty defense there from Cotton. Working hard out here as we hit the 11-minute mark of our first half. Argos are up 25-18. Here's a take to the glass and tough move underneath. Good power move from Kidgel, and he can push that one down for 2.
That's 3 points for Kidgel.
Cooper it is from Billings. As Austin Starr comes the other way, pulls up from 15, shot it off the irons. William clears the boards, though. Boy, did he elevate in the air.
That was really something there.
That one looked like it was going to get stuck in between the rim and the backboard, and it didn't happen. Austin now takes a little juke and jive, goes to Brandon, left side. Here's Jake Wetzel. He's 1 of 3 from behind the arc, misses that one. Williams with another big rebound. Austin Starr from 21, no, couldn't get that one to go. And the rebound taken care of underneath from Payne, as the Bulldogs are going to force the action to the basket to your right-hand side. As they get it in, it's Kidgel with a couple of dribbles, now goes down to the baseline. Against the man-to-man defense, goes inside as Payne will have to kick it back out. Around the left wing, a little 15-foot. No, they passed it off. And a nice pass as they rifle it down to Troy Scott, and he's fouled.
Troy will get those 2 points. That'll give him 5, and he'll go to the charity stripe. The foul will be called on Wetzel. That'll be his first. That'll be the third team foul for the Argos.
Tanner Haverfield will check back in. Jack Taylor comes in for the Argos. And also coming off the bench, it looks like it's going to be Jalen Shepard, and Jackson Hashley will come back in. So as you take a look at it, it is the top 5, the starting 5 here for the University of Providence. As Cotton is still in, as well underneath is Austin Starr. Here's the shot on the make. It is good. As Troy Scott gets that one, makes it a 2-point difference now. Argos in front, 25-23. Hoping to talk to the wrestling coach, Caleb Schaefer, at halftime, if he remembers to come over. Cotton on the back door goes in, had a layup, didn't take it. And we're over here on the far right side. Here's a take from JoJo. His shot rolls around, no good. Missed it, and taken care of as they take off the other way. As they head down to the other end of the floor, it is going to be Austin going back on the defensive end. As breaking out is going to be Payne for the Dogs, as they work it down on that far sideline, left wing now. And a fake shot as they go down inside the paint now. Here's a take to the glass. Good defense from Hashley. Now they'll come out as they fake the shot. 3 on the way. Haverfield missed that one. Rebounded. Ashley had it for a moment, and it clears out of there. On cleanup duty was Troy Scott.
8 points for Troy Scott. He's the leading scorer for the Bulldogs.
As we get back to action, tied at 25 here. And a take is going to be Austin Starr with the left-handed layup. Couldn't get it to go. The Twins are in the stands over there. On the far side with the Schulte twins over there.
Oh, yeah.
See all the twins?
Oh, yeah. They're over there waving. Yes.
Having great fun at the game. That's what it's all about. It should be that way. Austin Starr will go to the free throw line as he gets ready to shoot this one. Austin, one of the leading scorers here for this squad. And he will go there Austin Starr averages right at that, well, he's pretty close to about 83% at the free throw line as he hits that one and will break the tie.
Checking back in for the Bulldogs will be Cooper Kidgel, as well as Derek DeRocher. Derek,
of course, here. I think his dad's in the stands. Jody's over there somewhere.
Yeah, I saw him. I saw a few of the boys over there.
So the shot is made. It's 27-25. The last time these two met, it was an overtime game. As we'll see how they do here. It's a good one so far. Argos up by a deuce with 8:48 to go until halftime. On the back door going over there is going to be Payne, who just gives it back to Boone. And, back from Payne. And now they'll go down to the baseline and tipped out of bounds. Last touch by one of the Argos. As I think that's Edwards. Can't quite see his number from here. Trey Edwards is going to bring it on the inbounds. As he waits for somebody to break open, it is going to fly all the way out of here into the hands of Kidgel, who will back up and now drive inside. Inside the paint, forces a shot up and in. That was a tough one right there.
Yeah, way off balance and still got it to fall. 5 points for Cooper.
Now it's going to be Jalen Shepard. Passes inside. Tough pass there over to Hashley. Now back to Taylor. Taylor kicks it back out. Can Cotton hit the three? No. Jackson inside, keeps it alive and falls to the ground, touched out of bounds. Jackson gets help up from, well, each team there. Good sportsmanship underneath from Kidgel.
You know, for as physical as the game's been, it's really been foul-free.
Yeah, 3 against the Argos, 4 against the Bulldogs. We'll talk more about that as we return after this timeout with 8:10 to go in the half. We'll take a break, tied at 27 right here on KDBM and 1450 AM KQDI. As we head back to basketball action, Hashley tries for the home run pass, and it's intercepted from Taylor. And then it's going to be tipped out of bounds. They will give it right back here to the Bulldogs, tied at 27. 7:35 to go in this one. Chinook Sugar Beaters looks like they're going to the championship in that Northern Divisional Basketball Tournament across town. And so we'll see how that all pans out tomorrow as they continue. As here's a three-pointer on the right side, no good. Brandon Cotton will clear it out of there. Brandon Cotton stands at 5'10", and he elevates above everybody. JoJo looks inside and tries to get it down underneath to Jackson. Hashley goes in, takes a couple of bumps, couple of beating, a little right-handed baby hook. No, couldn't quite get it to go. Trying to keep it alive. Jack Taylor was the only one rebounding for the Argos. And he couldn't keep it alive enough to get the long rebound. And so the Dogs get the rebound, tied at 27. Jack Taylor, watch this dunk. Watch this dunk. Ready? Yeah, behind the head. Jack Taylor with the flush. Slamma-jamma. There he goes. The boys from Wintergrass Range says that was pretty impressive.
Yeah, that was pretty. I looked up there right away, and they were in awe. That's very cool.
Pretty good. And then here's a steal as JoJo takes it to the glass. He tried the dunk, but he gets the shot to go down. As for whatever reason, as it was Trey Edwards just kind of with his back looking at the coach, and JoJo says, here, I'll just steal it from you and try slamming it. Now Trey will go, cross-angle pass left side, three-pointer on the left wing. His shot is no good. Missed it, and then ticked up by the Argos, leading 31-27. Austin Starr with a hesitation, quick out to the top key. It's Shepard. No, missed that one, and rebound taken care of by Haverfield. And it will be the Bulldogs coming to the front court. They will get a timeout here. And the Dogs want to take a break. We'll take it with them. 31-27. Let's break. as we've got 6:06 to go in the first half. We're back in 1 minute right here on KDBM and 1450 AM KQDI. As we get back to action, Shepard is going to be called for a travel, and that left ankle just buckled on him. And with that said, that is going to be enough to get under that 6-minute mark for the media timeout. So we're going to send it right back to the radio stations for another 60-second break here as the Argos lead at 31-27. Media timeout as we return in 1 minute right here in KDBM and 1450 AM KQDI.
Picture.
He can come over.
Call or visit Anderson Glass Doors and Windows today and discover the all-new AutoSight system for yourself.
Keep those on when it's going with $1 any size McCafe and $1 any size soft drinks and $1 menu. Price and participation will vary. Connected to menu company.
As we continue back to action in this one, 31-27, Argos in front as we roll under 6 minutes to go here in our first half. Right here on the Belt Bank scoreboard, Sarge and Mrs. Sarge bringing the action. Jackson Hashley has a steal. He's going to go the other way. Here's a shot layup as makes it down there. No foul call as he got a little bit of contact. That just goes to show you good body control from the freshman. As it's 33-27. Out top of the key, they have it there. Baker fires it across to the right sideline. It's a three on the way over the top, missing everything. Shot is missed there from Haverfield. And Jack Taylor, it's a layup game all of a sudden. Argos are making layups at the other end, and they're up 35-27.
That's 13 for Jack Taylor.
5:14 to go first half action as they come down inside as the Dogs down inside the paint with the spin move. Here's the shot, and a foul will be called here as Hashley straight up, and they said he must have leaned into him and got him on the arm.
That'll be Jackson's first foul. It'll be the 4th team foul for the Argos. At the charity stripe is going to be Troy Scott. He's 1 for 1 there.
So free throws coming up here. As you mentioned, that is the 4th team foul for each team. As the shot is good from Troy Scott. Beaverhead County High School. We know a couple of gals up there in Beaverhead County. Was a rodeo participant here at the University of Providence. Understand she's back on the ranch. Bailey Escott. Here is a shot that is good, making both of those. We haven't seen or heard from Bailey in a while.
I know, it's tournament season. She's avoiding you.
Yeah, she worked a lot. As Brandon Cotton will take it to the glass and double clutch, he's fouled. And we'll have a chance to get to the free throw line here. I want to say thank you to our good friends at Taco John's in Great Falls. While in town, make sure you stop at either location at Taco John's. They are located at 1301 10th Avenue South or 1001 14th Street North in Great Falls. They'll take care of our player of the game. Brought to you in part by Taco John's and Star Radio.
Here's an update we just got. MSU Northern defeated Lewis and Clark State 51-50. And
Wow.
that would be.
They will swap opponents tomorrow.
Yeah.
Wow.
No, I'm not sure if that's in the guys or no. It's going to be women. Women.
That's in the women's contest there. And so that happened.
That's a big deal.
That is a big one there. This whole Frontier Conference is all knotted right there. This team's got to beat that team to make it into the playoffs, get some games, get a nod, and go on to Kansas City, of course. Right now, it is the Bulldogs trailing by a 37-29 score as they go inside, and it's going to be tipped out of there from Hashley, and Jalen Shepard has it to the left wing. Jack Taylor comes back and dribbles quick inside the paint. Will put up a floater, and that's up and in for 2.
15 for Jack Taylor.
Taylor pulls it a 10-point difference now. As that comes back the other way. And it is going to be out to Baker. As Baker will give it over to the hands, and the fire to 3, way off the mark from Scott. And couldn't get that to go. Hashley goes coast to coast and makes the basket, got fouled. It is touchdown time. Let's mix up a little basketball and football as Shepard laid it out there perfectly. He could play quarterback for, well, whoever he wants to.
Yeah, that was a long pass, and just everybody's like just fast-paced. Both teams are just really, really fast-paced basketball.
Checking back in now is Derek DeRocher from Shoto High School.
Jackson Hashley at the charity stripe.
Southpaw shooter will take the shot and makes it down, knocking that one down.
5 points for Jackson.
I think he would school the old man, I'm just saying. Doug Hashley, assistant AD here at the University of Providence, played some ball back in his day. As a traveling call going to be called against Cedric Boone as he traveled with it. So another turnover as the Argos have opened it up to a 42-29 lead here. Now don't forget this Bulldog team, when they get on fire, they can hit some threes. That was the big key down there in Dillon. As they came out and hit a bunch of threes, and DeRocher was one of those as Shepard takes it to the glass. He gets an easy basket for 2.
That's 9 points for JoJo.
Thank you to our good friends here at The Block, new restaurant in town. Tom Wiley and his wife have a brand new restaurant, and they were handing out some coupons for sandwiches. You might take advantage of that.
Yeah.
3 on the way, left wing is good. Nice shot out there for the Bulldogs is going to be Kearns.
That's his second 3.
44-32 now, and it's going to be Shepard trying to answer the call at the other end. He does, makes that one. Swaps the shot and makes it. Nice shot there, knocking it down. As they come back on the other side now.
Steal there from Brandon Cotton.
Here comes Taylor with the layup, and he got an easy basket there. Let him not officiate this, and it's just a simple workout. Run back and forth. As they are getting a workout here, as the Argos said, we are going to mix it up a little bit, and we're going to run with the ball, and they have done it here. They're up 49-32 on the Belt Bank scoreboard. 2:30 and counting in our first half. Here's the shot. It is going to go front of the rim, no good. One and done as Austin Starr takes off with it, goes inside the middle, and will draw a foul.
There's no way that was going to go in, but it was a great strategy to draw that foul.
So they do get the shot there.
Austin Starr is 2 for 2 at the free throw line. That foul is going to be called on Carter Kearns. That's his second. Nobody in any real foul trouble.
So we'll go to the free throw line where Austin has a chance to shoot here. Aunt Sue in Hawaii, thank you so much for the treats we got, what was that, 2-3 weeks ago?
Yeah.
They were tasty.
Yeah, anything that's with chocolate is tasty.
Chocolate-covered macadamia nuts were fantastic. Emily, glad to have you on board with us. Emily is watching over there in the big state of Texas. Texas is a great state. We've been there a couple times. We got some good friends there and had a chance to go over and enjoy that wonderful state. Had a chance to broadcast at Texas A&M that game way back in, what was that, 97? I can't even remember what it was. Coach Ash's first year here for Montana State University Bobcats. Got a little discussion going on at the table over there. So it looks like it is going to be, Austin's going to take another shot here. If he makes it, he's going to go to the sideline. So he says, I'm going to miss it just so I get to keep playing. just because sitting over there is trying to get in is going to be, of course, Jacob Wetzel. As it's a 50-32 lead now for the Argos. 2:14 to go here in our first half. As they swing it around the perimeter left wing as they stop there. Now back out to DeRocher as he'll pass it down into the hands of Edwards. A little give and go to DeRocher. He can hit the shots from outside with threes as they battle inside and take to the glass. They'll kick it back out. DeRocher fires. Boom! Got it from outside.
Second three for Derek DeRocher.
He can warm up in a hurry, man. No question about it. He played a lot of high school basketball doing that very same thing right there. As now Cotton's got it coming the other way for the Argos. On the give and go to Taylor. Now they'll go into the Williams. Williams takes the dribble, and he's got a little left-handed shot up and in.
3 points for Williams.
DeShay makes that one 52-35 now. Argos up with a minute 28 to go in this one. And here they come back the other way as taken behind the back is Boone. Boone now will work it around back to DeRocher. And he'll take the little 15-footer float away, no good. Austin Starr will clear the boards for the Argos. They come the other way. As they come around here. And top of the key. Take to the glass is no good. And misses that one. As they come back the other way. Top of the key now that the Bulldogs with the basketball. They are attacking the basket to your right-hand side as they go to Scott. Troy tries to back it up and under. That shot's no good. And quite honestly, the Argos just are not falling for any of the head and shoulder fakes as Brandon loses the ball for a moment. And he was kind of running stride for Jalen, who is a pretty good soccer player. He showed some pretty good skills right there.
Jake Wetzel just checked in for the Argos.
Keep an eye on Jake. He can shoot the three. I'm just going to give you a heads up, a coaching scouting report there. Jake Wetzel can shoot the three. I'm just saying. He's already got one. And it's usually kind of a long distance out there, too. As it's Boone going in, and he throws this one out of bounds. We'll throw it against the Kelly Signs University of Province of Great Falls logo down on the far sidelines down there.
Checking back in for the Bulldogs will be Cole Baker as Cedric Boone takes a rest. Baker
comes from Missoula, Montana. Wenatchee Valley College. He went there for a while. Now he's in the senior year here at Western. For head coach Mike Larson over there on the sidelines. Looking dapper in a suit and tie. As they back it back out here with 13 seconds on the shot clock and about 10 seconds, about a 3-second difference on the game clock. Cotton with the head and shoulder fakes, tries to get around the defender, clears himself a 15-foot jumper, and that's no good. With 3 to go, Cotton's got it. He'll force the pass out top as a desperation shot at the buzzer is going to be no good. They will head to the locker room. With that said, we'll take a 3-minute timeout. As they head to the locker room, it is the University of Providence leading here at halftime, 52-35. We'll return in 3 minutes right here in KDBM, as well as locally at 1450 AM KQDI.
someone that can answer all these questions, and I would encourage you to call Randy Barker at Mountain West Farm Bureau Mutual Insurance Company in Great Falls and learn about your insurance needs. He is located one block west of Riviera School on South Avenue.
Great Falls College MSU, where it all begins. Do you enjoy working with your hands and seeing a project come together? Trades programs like welding and fabrication and industrial technician give you the hands-on education needed to begin a strong, rewarding career in the trades industry. This is your future, your trades career. Great Falls College MSU, where it all begins. To learn more, visit gfcmsu.edu or call 268-3700.
It is halftime of our second game of the night as we get back to our halftime benefits game of the week. It is the Argos 52, and it looks like the Western Bulldogs are 35. Some other games that are going on locally. CMR is leading Skyview on the boys' side, 12-8 early in the second quarter. Excuse me. Belt is leading over Turner Tornadoes in the consolation game from the Northern C Divisional Basketball Tournament. They are up at halftime, 29-13 in that one. And we have not got an update on that Billings West and Great Falls High game as of yet. Helena Bengals are ahead of Capital, 13-6 on the girls' side. And the girls' score has not come in from Great Falls High. And it was Chinook beating Belt 60-24 in the boys' semifinals in that contest. And right now we see Fairfield has defeated Shoto with a girls game 56-54. Fairfield looking to go to the state tournament as the top three teams in that 1B over in Malta will get to go to that state tournament. And so they put it back into play here as look who's out there shooting right now. The guy that knows how to play a little basketball. Joey makes out. Look at that shot. He made that nice and easy, didn't he?
Yeah, nothing to it. It didn't even break a sweat. I think he's going to win something, too.
Joey Flipowicz is looking for paying cash.
He's getting paid cash. He's getting money for that.
Well, hey, I want in on this game. This little guy's going to try it, too. Halftime here as they continue with their halftime performance. As we take a look at some of the scoring here in that first half, especially for the top scorers, it is Jack Taylor leading the way with 17 points. I like the way he plays. He wasn't starting early, but he has really come into his game here as of late. And just quick to the glass, cleans up things pretty well. He's got 17 already in this first half.
Yeah, he's and he just hustles back on defense right away, and he just makes a lot of things happen. He has he has 2 free throws and 1 3 to his credit for the total of 17 points. I think he's just plays both ends of the court.
17 for him, 12 on the other hand for Jalen Shepard. 6 points for Austin Stars. He hit those 3, 5 for Jackson Hashley, 4 here for Brandon Cotton, and 2 and 2 for Shepard and Star, respectively. On the other side, you do see 10 points here for Troy Scott leading the way, 2 points for Tanner Hoverfield, and 6 points here for Derek DeRocher, 5 points for Kidgel, 2 points here for Cole Baker coming off the bench with his points, 6 here for Carter Kearns, and 4 points for Connor Burkhardt. You see a lot more people scoring here for the Bulldogs than you do for the Argos.
Yeah, pretty much everybody that's been in for the Bulldogs has at least scored. Whereas, and actually, you have Jack Taylor with the 17, but you have Jalen Shepard with 12. Austin Starr has 6. Jackson Hashley 5. Deho 2. Deshaw Williams 3. Wetzel 3. Brandon Cotton only 2. He's been kind of quiet tonight.
This time of year, everybody thinking about March Madness, of course, and, of course, getting to the NAIA tournament in Kansas City for the Frontier Conference, as they will start a week from now with their playoff run and get the matchups coming your way. As you take a look at the records coming into this one, it is a current record of 8-8 here for the University of Providence and Frontier Conference, and the Western Bulldogs are 3-13. And then, of course, you throw Rocky in the mix there. You've got Carroll leading the way, and they have played extremely well. Even though they have lost a couple of games, they went from number 2 down to number 7 in their standings, and they lost that Matt Wyman for a while. I believe he's back this weekend. We will see in the scorings when it comes our way. And so they will see if they can't make it over to Kansas City. You want to talk about a tough Frontier Conference. 5 of the top teams on this side for the guys have been ranked in the top 25 throughout the year. A couple right on the bubble. UP's been 25, 22, 23, whatever it is, right in there. But it's that tough. And on the women's side, we've had 4 here ranked, and we play each other 3 times throughout. No other conference plays 3 times throughout the regular season.
Yeah, and that coaches have talked a lot about that, and they really don't like it. Then you have to add this in. You know, you've got the tournament, so you may end up playing. You're going to end up playing somebody a 4th time. Maybe a couple teams a 4th time, make it to that national tournament. Could end up playing another one again. By the time you play them, you know, 5-6 times in a year, you've got everything down that they need to do.
There are not any surprises after playing that many times, as both coaches told us that in the pregame here earlier. Let's take a 3-minute timeout and come back with our Benefits halftime show as we continue with the Argos up in this one. Argos lead at 52-35. We'll return in 3 minutes on KDBM and 1450 AM KQDI.
At Benefis Health System, we know you want to start feeling better now. Benefis has 2 conveniently located walk-in clinics dedicated to taking care of you exactly when you need it, so you can get back to taking care of what's most important to you as soon as visit our walk-in services at our Northwest Bypass or Benefis East Campus locations. A tradition of advanced care. Learn more at benefits.org.
Sliding doors in your home. AutoSlide easily attaches to most existing, yes, your existing sliding door. Perfect for your pets, the elderly, and physically challenged.
I think the AutoSlide is a really good solution for people with mobility issues, and also if they've got pets, it makes that easier for them. They don't have to keep getting up and down to open the door for the dog.
Call or visit Anderson Glass Doors and Windows today and discover the all-new AutoSlide system for yourself.
Want to make your home a more comfortable place, but don't think you can afford it?
Your guys' night tonight? Is it your guys' night?
Carrier has the right solutions for every budget. When you turn to your Carrier expert, they'll show you our full lineup of best-in-class home comfort systems. The best fits into your home budget. Because in this economy, who couldn't use a little more comfort? Carrier, turn to the expert.
For over 30 years of commitment to Carrier, contact AT Timmons for a free estimate. 452-9531.
The Max Sports Bar and Casino is the place to be for happy hour from 5 to 8 every night of the week. 5 to 8, well, that's a happy hour you can take advantage of. With multiple drink and appetizer specials and a shirt price that hits the spot with 12 beers on tap. Domestic drafts and dog drinks are only $2. Select appetizers are under $4, and as always, 45-cent wings. Come to happy hour at the Max Sports Bar and Casino in South Carolina, Great Falls.
You're okay. I'll do it. You're okay.
McDonald's new cheese steak for $3 on a $1, $2, $3.
Very athletic. We were so impressed. It is halftime from the McLaughlin Gymnasium here in Great Falls. Sarge and Mrs. Sarge bringing you the play-by-play with the University of Providence battling out with Montana Western Bulldogs as both teams come back onto the floor. And, of course, Coach knows for the University of Providence, Steve Keller, knows that both these games this weekend could really help his chances to go into Kansas City, at least get a nod as he has gone back and forth in those rankings. And, of course, the Bulldogs, on the other hand, they would like to improve on their 3-13 conference record. They're 9-8 on the season. On the other hand, the University of Providence is setting 17-10. If they could get to 19 wins, that might push them over the top. We will see. We're going to take a 3-minute timeout and come back and get ready for that second half as we roll through this one tonight. It is the Argos up 52-35. We'll return in 3 minutes as we come back with our start of the second half right here on KDBM and 1450 AM KQDI.
Towing and recovery Military Transport Driver Journey Team. Waving over there. CDL as a must. They are willing to train you. Ox with Oxen Subtotal. 46866-4142 for more information.
Left-hand side on the walkway. See the guy in the red down on the green?
So much history to see.
Right on the other side of the coat. Yeah, go up. It talks for hand.
All the best games, drinks, and food come together in one comfortable low-key sports bar. Sit back and enjoy a nice cold beer. Take a bite out of a Ruga, French dip, or a juicy roll with just a few of the local favorites. Take advantage of 2-for-1 drink specials, happy hour, lunch specials, weekdays at the clubhouse in Fort Benson. Everyone is treated like king.
Hotchkiss Seed is your professional seedsman who know farming. We're excited about 2019. It's a good time of year to give us a call and we can help you make a plan for your farm's specific needs. Looks like spring wheat seed is probably going to be a little bit short this year, but we've got some great varieties for you to go with. We're starting to see some early movement on the post market, so we'd love to talk with you about that. Give us a call. Hotchkiss Seed, your professional seedsman who know farming. 466-555.
Hi, this is Greg from Access Fitness. Are you ready to kick off your fitness goals? Well, Access Fitness has made it much easier for you. Besides the free towel service, free childcare, and free classes, you're now invited to take advantage of no joining fees and only $25 a month. That's the kind of commitment Access Fitness wants to make to you. We are locally owned and operated, and Access Fitness brings affordable fitness to the Great Falls area in a friendly environment that is open 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Just stop by Access Fitness today at 715 13th Avenue South, or give us a call at 727-8880. Access Fitness, real people, real results.
You've got the kids loaded up for practice and you're already running late. Sudden.
Belts up 44-20. Probably over by now. Maybe not.
Let's see.
Always does free charging system checks and installation on all vehicles with no appointment needed.
Thank you, Battery Warehouse, man.
Providing you with 40 years of knowledge and service. Remember, don't despair.
At Benefis Health System, we know you want to start feeling better now. Benefis has 2 conveniently located walk-in clinics dedicated to taking care of you exactly when you need it, so you can get back to taking care of what's most important to you as soon as possible. Visit our walk-in services at Northwest Bypass or Benefis East Campus locations. A tradition of advanced care. Learn more at benefits.org.
It's second half basketball coming your way from the McLaughlin Gymnasium. Sergeant Mrs. Sarge bringing it to you as the Argos lead at 52-35, and they get the basketball as Cotton goes in, and he will not take the shot. Goes out to Jack Taylor, the leading scorer of the first half. Will take the three-pointer, no good, and they fight for the rebound, and taken care of by the Bulldogs, who come the other way. As it's rebounded, Cedric Boone has it into the front court, who will work off that far right side to DeRocher. Derek decides he better pass it back out into the hands of Haverfield. And now they will go on that right side. Tanner will take the shot on the three. He's got it from out there.
That's 5 points for Tanner Haverfield.
And Haverfield can shoot it from out there. He can hit the three. And this team can definitely shoot the three as they go inside. Shepard on the give and go to Taylor on the up and under. Hooping a hard, and he takes that one up and in.
19 points for Taylor. He's having a great game tonight, on both ends of the court.
And we'll have a chance to shoot the free throw, get three the old-fashioned way. You got to take 2 shots to get 3. See, now some of y'all won't remember back in the day, you used to get in the NBA, you get 3 to make 2.
Whatever.
I can't keep giving you this information for free, sir. Jack Taylor hits that one. 55-38 is the Argos in front. 19:02 to go here as the Bulldogs coming back to the offense now. As they do have it, Kidjo will go and cross pass underneath. Blocked from behind is Cotton. They fight for the rebound as they go after it. Scott gets it. Now they'll go out to DeRocher left wing. And back on the three-point line is going to be a shot outside. Is going to be Cedric Boone for trifecta land.
That's the first score for Cedric Boone, and it's a 3.
55-41 here. Argos up as it's going to be JoJo taking it to the free throw line. He'll back it up and take the shot, no good. Taylor with the rebound will force in the shot. He takes it up, rolls around, no good. Tipped in from JoJo. And with that said, we got a dead ball foul as I'm not sure, is that somebody got popped in the mouth. I think that's Scott down there. And they will bring the trainer in. With that said,
trainers from both schools are there.
And it is Scott that gets up, making sure he's got a mouthful of teeth, as he might have a loose one there, because there is blood coming out of his mouth. So he went down pretty hard. He will get subbed out for here with 18:28 to go. And a full court press is going to be applied here, as will be the Bulldogs to bring it on the inbounds, as Haverfield does that. And we'll go to DeRocher, as Derek will bring it to that front court line. Colin Achenbach not playing here tonight, as he injured that knee. And I don't know if I see him on the sideline over there or not. I'm not sure. The guys are standing in the way. As there's a take to the glass, up and under. Foul will be called, and Cooper will go to the free throw line as he makes the basket, and we'll get another one here.
That'll be 7 for Cooper Kidgel already, and then he has a shot at the charity stripe. The foul is going to be called on Jack Taylor. That will be his second.
First team foul in the second half here. It's always interesting when you watch this, as the free throw no good. Early in the games, or even early in the season, you get a lot of fouls, a lot of different things that happen as the Argos come back the other way. Now it's been pretty foul-free, only one apiece here, as Cotton kicks it over to Taylor, right wing. He'll shoot from 21, no good. Missed that one, rebounded, taken care of by the Bulldogs. Western is going to get it to the front court, going to the basket to your left-hand side. As they go in, Boone will clear a little bit of room, goes back to the free throw line, tries to bounce pass it deep inside the paint, up and under. There's a nice shot there from Kidgel for 2.
That was a big move there, 9 points for Kidgel.
As he makes that one on the Belt Valley Bank scoreboard, Argos up 57-45, 17:30 and counting here. Turn around to Jackson Hashley with the up and in. He's got it for a deuce.
The big guy has 2 more, 7 points for him.
Shoots pretty well with that left hand, but he's really created with the right.
Yeah, he's a tough in there underneath the hoop.
Here's a take to the glass and off at Jackson Hashley's face. And then it's going to come right back in, and they'll hand it to the big man as they go in, and a power move underneath from Burkhardt. And a timeout is going to be called here with 17:07 to go. We'll take it with them. As the Bulldogs want to take a break as they trail 59-45. We're back in 1 minute as we got more basketball coming your way right here on KDBM and 1450 AM KQDI.
The Max Sports Bar and Casino is the place to be for happy hour from 5 to 8 every night of the week. 5 to 8, now that's a happy hour you can take advantage of. With multiple drink and appetizer specials, you are sure to find something that hits the spot. With 12 beers on tap, domestic wraps, and welcomes for only $2. Select appetizers are under $4, and there's always 45-cent wings. Come to happy hour at the Max Sports Bar and Casino inside Heritage Inn, Great Falls.
I want some pizza.
We know you want to start feeling better now. Benefis has 2 conveniently located walk-in clinics dedicated to taking care of you exactly when you need it, so you can get back to taking care of what's most important to you as soon as possible. Visit our walk-in services at our Northwest Bypass or Benefis East Campus locations. The tradition of a thanks fair. Learn more at benefis.org.
We salute all the sponsors here in the state of Montana, anywhere from central Montana to way over there in Dillon, Montana. The heart of God's country is where they're located at. You spent a few years over there, didn't you?
Absolutely. Went to Western Montana College.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
You and that Brenda Clark gal.
Yeah, and Glenn
Harem.
Johnson.
Glenn Johnson.
Glenn Johnson, who's
Yeah.
still down in Dillon.
And Graham and Schlepp and the crew.
Absolutely.
Here come the Argos. We get back to action. It is going to be Cotton dribbling around. Hashley will have to clean up his stuff, and Hashley puts it down. 61-47. All Argos here as of late with 16:46 to go here. They will battle it against LC, who is playing at Montana State University Northern tonight. As they go inside the paint on the dish off. Tough pass there, and taking it in is going to be Cooper Kidgel.
That puts him in double figures with 11.
That's a tough pass. Jalen Shepard will force a little 10-footer. That's no good. And rebounded, taken care of. Reached out of there is going to be Burkhardt, who's been relatively quiet here as of late. As Boone takes it in, and he just kind of ran into the big man inside the paint there.
Yeah, Ashley kind of just came out of nowhere and rejected that one. Checking in for the Providence Argos will be Daho.
Baronis Duda, the coach of the volleyball team, comes in here. He's been here with his kids watching some basketball. What a recruiting year he's having. Talked to Drew, the assistant coach, and he says, we have gotten just about everybody we asked for. Long three on the way outside is good. Downtown is going to be Cedric Boone for trifecta land.
That's his second three for 6 points.
Makes it a 9-point difference here. 61-52 on the Belt Valley Bank scoreboard. Shepard got all tangled up where he wanted to go and falls to the ground. They do keep it alive. Cotton will back it back out here to the Taco Treat sign here, one of the sponsors for the University of Providence. Here's a bad pass, and that's thrown away. Loose ball, scrum at half-court line. They tackle him, and that's going to be a foul against Ashley. As just went right over the top of DeRocher. And Derek gets up with like, wow, I got hit by a tidal wave.
Yeah, that was kind of a crazy foul right there.
Ashley just tackled him at the half-court line.
He forgot he's not playing football for the Bobcats right there in that play.
Well, he's made that tackle a couple times.
Absolutely.
His second team foul with 15:40 to go here. As referee Rashawn says, let's throw it in, let's go. As he's ready to say, set. As on the backdoor play here, it's a timing play and rejected out of there as Jalen gets up in the air. His hand was probably about 2-3 feet above the basket.
Yeah, that was a nice defense by the Argos.
So they reject that one and makes it 61-52 now. As DeRocher looks to pass it on the inbounds here for the Bulldogs. Trying to get it into the hands of Burkhart, but he couldn't get open quick enough. And they do throw it way out here at the top to Kidgel, who goes inside the paint with a spin move, puts it up, and Daho's going to draw a foul here.
Yeah, Daho was just really stuck on him all the way going through, and then when he Kidgel made that turn, then Daho was called for the foul.
So his second there, and just kind of watching things develop here between Daho and Cedric Boone as they kind of bump chests a little bit. And Boone comes back and gives him a little swat on the backside and says, hey, sorry about that. In the meantime, we go to the free throw line, and as we do, as Cooper, the 6'3 senior from Billings, played at Billings Senior High School, makes the first one, and we'll get another one here. As an opportunity arises, the shot is up and good. 13
points for Cooper Kidgel.
Tell you what, the Bulldogs are sticking around here. Still plenty of time. They have climbed back into this one, 60-54. As the Argos get it deep inside the Ashley, who will gather it in and put that one down.
Ashley goes to double figures with 11.
63-54 now in the Belt Valley Bank scoreboard. And long three from Boone out front is going to be good, and a foul is going to be called. That will be after the fact, so you could quite possibly get a 6-point play here. Because the three outside from Boone was good while the foul away was coming.
And they called that foul.
Star.
On Star? No.
No?
On Daho.
That's the case. That's his third.
Uh-huh.
Well, that is the case. Plead your case because that is it. His third. And so the three is good. Now it'll be Boone again to get it. Can he hit two of them back to back? As they bring it up here against Shepard, he'll drive inside, pull up from 15. Yeah, it's a 5-point turnaround right there.
11 points for Boone.
All of a sudden, it's a 4-point game as the Bulldogs continue to hang around here. Here comes Shepard now the other way. He'll kind of split the offense, but a steal as Boone has kind of risen his game to the occasion. Boone fires from 30 and shot at 29.
Getting ready to check in for the Argos will be Jake Wetzel,
who can shoot it from 30 and make it.
That is correct. Also checking in for the Bulldogs is going to be Tanner Haverfield.
14:39, still a lot of game left here. 4-point difference. Argos up 63-59 on our Belt Valley Bank scoreboard. As they come back the other way, Brandon Cotton with the basketball. Been a little quiet here in the second half. Ashley now takes it out. Looks inside, lobs it underneath, and here's a take underneath is JoJo Shepard for two.
That's the 16 for JoJo.
65-59. Argos with the lead. Here come the Bulldogs to DeRocher, who's been pretty quiet from behind the arc. And tipped loose here. Shepard will be held back here as Boone is going to reach out and grab him after losing the ball.
That foul will be on Cedric Boone. That'll be his third.
Was that second one against the Bulldogs here in the second half.
14 minutes left to go, and the Bulldogs are down by 6.
Inbounds pass will come to Cotton, who will walk it to the 10-second line. As we get it to the front court, Daho has it there. As they go over to Shepard. Shepard pulls up from 15. His shot is good. Nice shot outside.
That's 18 for Shepard.
Shepard with double digits, pushing that 20 mark pretty hard. Here's a step back, and we'll go to DeRocher. Comes out to the service line. DeRocher looks, now fires the left-hand side around from Haverfield. Now to Boone. Boone for 3 on the left wing. That's
14 for Cedric Boone, who had no points in the first half.
5-point difference. Brandon Cotton at the other end answers the call. Rain and threes on a Friday night. Timeout is going to be called from the head coach of the University of Providence. That's right, it's Steve Keller, who used to coach on the other side of the floor. We'll take a 60-second break. Argos are up 70-62. We're back in 1 minute on KDBM and 1450 AM KQDI.
Hi, this is Greg from Access Fitness. Are you ready to kick off your fitness goals? Well, Access Fitness has made it much easier for you. Besides the free towel service, free childcare, and free classes, you're now invited to take advantage of no joining fees and only $25 a month. That's a kind of commitment Access Fitness wants to make to you. They are locally owned and operated, and Access Fitness brings affordable fitness to the Great Falls area in a friendly environment that is open 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. So stop by Access Fitness.
Ask them if they started yet. They start yet?
This is the final.
I know, but did the other game start yet?
Call or visit Anderson Glass Stores and Windows today and discover the all-new auto-site system for yourself.
It is basketball on a Friday night from the Electric City. And here in the it was questionable at 9 o'clock if we'd have electricity. But so far tonight, the lights are bright, and we've got some shining stars that are taking place here tonight as the transformer had some issues. It was posted on the Montana Western site that the game was going to play on Saturday, on Sunday in Havre. Well, that is not the case, and it is going to be another game